The decision to give him to the Red Scarves did not come in a blaze of certainty. It came like most revolutionary choices, through sleepless nights, whispered arguments, and the slow erosion of any real alternative. The first time Layla said it out loud, they were gathered in an abandoned bathhouse near the river. The tiled floors were cracked, faded scenes of peacocks and pomegranates half eaten away by time and damp. 10 members of the Red Scarves sat in a rough circle, old fighters, young recruits, a few with faces marked from past battles, a few still unscarred but already tired. Her son sat near the empty pool, legs dangling over the edge, listening to water that no longer flowed. "I'm turning him over to the organization," Layla said. Conversation died mid-breath. One of the elders, Hakim, once a scribe, now the mind behind half their coded messages, lifted his lion face. "He is 8, Hakim said quietly. "Still a child. And the Empire is not waiting for him to grow," Layla replied. "They're already shaping him, whether we act or not. Every time a soldier shoves him. Every time he sees me come home bruised. Every time a neighbor disappears, and no one says their name anymore." A younger woman, Farida, leaned forward, the red scarf around her neck faded from washing but still bright at the edges. "We all love the boy," Farida said. "But to bring him in fully, to train him as one of us, if anything happens, something will happen," Layla cut in. "To him, to all of us, to anyone who looks like us and thinks like us. The question is not whether danger comes. It's whether he'll meet it prepared or helpless." Her son heard his mother's voice harden, but did not flinch. He had learned that when she spoke this way, she was no longer just his mother. She was Layla Ibn Talib, founder of the Red Scarves, the one the state had failed to break. Hakim studied the boy's face. "Come here, child," he said. The boy slid off the edge of the dry pool. His bare feet made no sound on the broken tiles as he crossed into the circle of flickering lamplight. "What do you want?" Hakim asked him, voice gentle but steady. "When you think of your life ahead, what do you see?" The boy hesitated, eyes flicking to his mother, then back to the elder. "I see Baba coming home," he said first, because that was the oldest dream. "I see the soldiers leaving our streets. I see Mama not having to whisper when she talks about certain names." He swallowed. "I see people listening when I speak. Not because they fear my fists, because they can't ignore my words." A slow, wry smile tugged at Hakim's mouth. "And what would you say to them?" The boy's answer came without pause. "That this city doesn't belong only to those on the hill. It belongs to the ones who clean their halls, who build their walls, who carry water up those long stairs every day. That we are not trash they can sweep into prisons and graves." Silence stretched, thick and electric. Farida let out a long breath. "Spoken like a red scarf already." Layla felt something ache in her chest. Pride and grief braided so tightly she could not separate them. Hakim nodded slowly. "Words like that are weapons," he said. "They can free or they can burn everything down. He will need to know how to aim them." He turned back to Layla. "If we accept him, it cannot be halfway. There will be no child's version of the struggle. He will learn to fight, to think, to move in shadows. He will see things no child should. You understand?" Layla's eyes did not waver. "I'd rather he see the truth early than live in a lie and die surprised." The circle shifted. Some nodded. Some frowned. But none disagreed. The decision had already been made by the world. They were only giving it shape. Hakim lifted his hand. "Then we accept," he said. "From this night, the boy is not just your son, Layla. He is a son of the Red Scarves. We will sharpen him, protect him when we can, use him when we must. And above all, we will teach him who he is." The boy looked up, something like fire flickering behind his eyes. "Who am I?" he asked. Hakeem's gaze held his, unblinking. "You," he said, "are the child of those they tried to disappear, the voice of those they tried to silence. You are the question this empire has no answer for yet." His training began before dawn the next morning. Not with swords, not with blades or secret routes across rooftops. With words. Farida met him in the old bathhouse, where the first light bled through cracked ceilings and painted the broken tiles in pale gold. "In this organization," she told him, pacing slowly as he sat cross-legged on the floor, "everybody thinks they understand power as fists and steel. That is one kind of power. Dirty, direct, necessary." She stopped in front of him, tapped 2 fingers lightly against his forehead. "But this is where revolutions live or die." She gave him scrolls, poems, speeches, fragments of banned texts copied in cramped handwriting, verses from distant lands, stories of uprisings in times long past, chants born in prisons and sung in whispers until they shook entire cities. He read, stumbled over some lines, flowed through others like he had always known them. Layla watched from the back of the room sometimes, hidden in the shadows.
Moroccans. Moroccans.